Okay, so here we have Let It Rideness, Fred, my perfect little guy who I just totally adore. And he is doing one last jump session before we get whatever weather is going to come our way this week with the snow and the rain and the ice that they're talking about. And Fred's last ride was a couple of days ago where he really did his best canter work yet. And so I'm really happy with where he's at. And I just thought that we would follow it up with the second jump school because he's only seen jumps once and he just saw some piles of poles and jumped over the little coop and flower boxes and things like that. So I just thought we'd give him a second look at jumps and just see what he thinks about that. I always like to warm up my horses, even the more experienced horses, even my personal horse. I always like to warm them up by trotting poles. I just think that it sort of lets them know what's going on, that we're going to be going over sticks, and it just is sort of fun and it makes play of the situation. So I really like trotting poles in both directions and just getting a sort of flow and rhythm going. And that's just what I was doing with Fred here. And he made me smile because a couple of times, I'm just asking him to trot over poles. I'm not asking him to jump them or to land cantering or anything like that. But a couple of times he actually made like the cantering jumping motion, which made me really happy. And then when we went to that coop there, he made a really cute little effort over it. And that was another really cute effort. He sort of put in a little extra pizzazz and a little extra effort, and it was very cute. Fred is just one of those horses that always has the best intention in mind. He is such a sweetheart. That was funny because that's kind of a pile of poles, but they're a little bit spread out because we had the jumps out up earlier for another horse, and he realized that there was actually a wide enough space in there that he could literally just take a trot step in there. So he just made his own little trot poles. So Fred made a really nice effort here. He actually really got his knees up. Had a really cute little pop over the flowers and headed right for Billy, his favorite human, who always has a pocket full of peppermints. Yeah, and he jumped that really cute too. He is, he's thinking more and more about landing in the canter. He offered his left lead there. And so that's all you can really do. I'm thrilled with him. He's happy to be jumping the jumps. He's quiet, he's calm, he's easy, and he is thinking about coming away in the canter. Like there, actually, finally, he landed in that left canter, gave me a couple of steps. It wasn't worried or rushed, and that's what we're going for. Those are the light bulb moments that I'm after with him. So up until here, where he takes a little walk break there, he's already done all of that. These are all the things he did the first time he saw jumps. So then he was doing really well. So we decided to put things up a little bit, have him make a little bit more of an effort, and he just popped over that cross rope, really cute. And I remember thinking, God, this horse is so easy. I feel like I could just drop the reins in between all the jumps and he wouldn't even care. And so I thought, well, let me just test that out. And so I started literally just dropping the reins and riding on the buckle in between the jumps. And sure enough, that's Fred for you. He is just happy to sort of plod around and keep the same little rhythm and take directions and go wherever you want him to go. So then we were coming to this jump and I was thinking, I hope I've sort of given him enough support coming in. And sure enough, I didn't. He needed a little bit more leg, a little bit more putting together there. And so I kind of got him an awful balance to that jump, but he actually still came away in the canter. So thank you, Fred, for covering up my mistake and still holding up your end of the deal. So then I thought, okay, well, I better give him a better ride this next time around. So I was riding into the jump this time thinking, okay, help him make a shape, keep your leg on, give him some support over the jump. Yeah, and he jumped that pretty cute. So then I just am so amused by how quiet he is and happy to plod around on the buckle. So then I keep doing it because I just think it's sort of fun because he's so cute. So then now we're coming to this was just a pile of poles on the long side, and now it's like a split cross rail oxer, and he's not seen this yet. So he jumped this one pretty big, but he was very brave about it. So he sort of gets to the base and he's a little bit shocked at the change. So he makes a big old effort and lands in a bit of a heap. And so this is always a telling moment with any horse because some horses scare themselves when they do that, when they make that unexpected bigger effort. So when we were coming around to it this time, I was thinking, I guess we'll see what Fred takes away from that. Does he come back and jump it better, or did he sort of freak himself out a little bit? But he came back around and jumped it really cute, nicely, landed in a canter. So that was a really big moment for Fred. Actually, I was really happy with that. So then, because apparently I'm like a child, I decide to continue dropping my reins because he's just so cute. And then this was our last jump. Coming to this jump, I thought, okay, I'm going to come to the jump with the loop in my rein and just see what he does. And he's just so cute. He just says, okay, no problem. And then that was it for him. He was really good. I'm always happy with Fred. He's always a good boy, always tries his hardest. So this is funny. I didn't actually know Billy was recording me. right now. I just came out to the ring and I wanted to reorganize the jumps from where the last horse had left off. And Billy said that he thought it showed Fred's personality to a T, which it does, which is that he is just happy to follow you around and do whatever.